Hey guys, it's Grivenoni here. Before we get started with today's episode, I have a new nickname suggestion from you all in the comments. Today's nickname has been suggested by Just a Duat, and they have suggested the nickname Sokka for our Meryl. This is in reference to Sokka, the popular character from the series Avatar: The Last Airbender, and the explanation that Just a Duat provided was Sokka, the Meryl, is a water type, and my finding it immediately made him think of the scene where Sokka screams, "Sneak attack," running at Aang, which I love. So thank you very much, Just a Duat. And now, let us begin the episode. Hey guys, it's Grivenoni here, and welcome back to Pokémon HeartGold. Last time, we went north of Vermilion City after establishing that we could not go east of Vermilion City. We fought a few new trainers. We caught a brand new Pokemon in the form of Combee, which is our very first Sinnoh Pokemon of all things, which is ironic given where we are at the moment. And we explored Saffron City. We have not explored everything there is to do in Saffron City at the immediate moment, but we have done everything that I want to do for the time being, except for taking on Saffron City's Pokemon Gym. So this time, that's exactly what we're going to do. Nothing else to do except head on in and enjoy the ride. Yo, legend in the making. A trainer as skilled as you doesn't need to be told how to deal with Psychic-type Pokemon, alright? I expect great things from you. Good luck! Wouldn't help. Well, I mean, wouldn't hurt. I mean, yes, technically we have dealt with Psychic-types before because we dealt with Will of the Elite Four. So, yes, the Saffron Gym, it pretty much has the same as it ever was. It's just a lot more technologically advanced than the previous time. But the gimmick is still the same. You just need to go on the teleport pads to progress onwards. But before we do anything, we're going to head on in, and we're going to fight all of the trainers that we can, because Lord knows I need the help. The power of all those who defeat it comes to me. Oh, God. Even the children. Not the children. She's bringing on Bronzor. We actually have seen Bronzor in a couple of battles previously, but that is another Sinnoh Pokemon that is... It's pretty alright. Again, we won't get into specifics with Bronzor at the immediate moment, but it is nice to see that Bronzor did make it back. So as always, while we are fighting these trainers, I do have some stuff to say about the Saffron Gym. In the anime, this gym straight up looked like a UFO. Like, there's no way around it. It's definitely otherworldly, if nothing else. Though, ironically, the gym's design was not the most off-putting thing. It was the horrible ill fate of everyone who lost to Sabrina. I believe pretty much everyone that lost to Sabrina was turned into dolls. How is this lady put in charge of, like, anything concerning the Pokemon League? Like, that does not seem responsible at all. Right here, we're seeing a Hypno here. I believe it's the first time we've encountered it properly outside of just discussing it in the bio. But I could be wrong. Oh, Hypnosis Miss. Let's go. Akira, you are king. You are so good at what you do. Pink is power, my guy. Getting a lot of EXP from that. And Akira Kuda level 48. Probably should take the EXP share off him for now. Strong. Far too strong. We got a good chunk of change for that. All right, now that I've done a little bit of item rearranging the party, now we just need to concentrate on moving around the gym. Now, the thing to note here is that there aren't as many trainers to fight. In the original version, I'm pretty sure there was a trainer in just about every corner of the place. But right now, there are only so many trainers on a limited number of platforms. But that does not mean I'm not going to try to fight them all. Second power is the power of your mind. Well, gee, thanks for the observation, my guy. I'd have no idea. Anyway, we're dealing with Psychic Franklin here and his level 44 Kadabra. I don't know if... I think Sarah's probably not gonna have with U-turn, but we'll see. Come on, Sarah, you got this. Oh, yeah, Saris. That's how we do. Just U-turn and run. The weird thing about this particular gym is the order that you can actually fight the gym in. Now, in this game, it doesn't really matter since you can technically challenge almost any of the Kanto gyms in any order you want. But in the games that have the Gen 1 story, Sabrina can technically be fought before you even obtain 3 badges, or you can actually put this gym off until you have 6 badges, and any combination in between. Which, very bizarre, honestly. Your mind has more power than mine. Not really, but my fists do. I just kind of U-turn in, close combat at you, my guy, which is very ironic given the type of gym that we're in. So that takes us here. I am mostly just randomly going around the place because I do want to try to fight all the trainers, but once I beat them all, I will kind of make a more conscious effort to figure out where Sabrina is going. The Fighting Dojo next door was once this city's gym. Was it? I don't remember that being the case. So anyway, Mr. Mime is up next. I'm pretty sure Sarah's can knock Mr. Mime with a U-turn as well. Like, Kadabra is one thing, but Mr. Mime does not have a lot of HP. Nope. It would stud it, but that doesn't matter. That's why we have U-turn on Sarah, so she can get out of there. Now, as far as like the gym order inconsistency that I talked about earlier, this actually carries over to the anime a bit. Traditionally, the Saffron Gym is meant to be challenged 6th. But in the case of the anime, it was technically the 4th gym that Ash challenged. It's one of very few times where the anime just straight up veered that far away from the order of the games, because usually they try to keep it relatively 1-to-1. Black and White also did a weird thing where they changed the order of the gyms, but that's only because they wanted to combine the 2 timelines into a jumbled, horrible, inconsistent mess. Okay, there we go. That takes care of the final execute. This guy mostly had Mr. Mime and 2 sets of eggs. I was no match. And for that, we got a nice chunk of change. I love the fact that the amulet coin gives me so much money. It's so nice. All right, one more lady to fight, I believe. F you, F you, F you, F you. I can see it clearly. I can see into your spirit. Well, there's no need for cursing, lady. All right, what do we have? Slowpoke. But it's a very powerful Slowpoke, so probably still want to get Cirrus out of there. Oh, no. Wow, critical hit. Nicely done, Cirrus. Anyway, in the original Japanese red and green games, as far as this gym is concerned, you technically never actually had to win the battle against the gym leader in order to get the badge. Due to a technical oversight in those games, you can straight up lose. Go back to the gym, talk to Sabrina, and she'll give you the badge NTM, even if you absolutely did not earn it. Much like the anime, actually. Anyway, Mizumori grew to level 47. Very nice. And that's it. Though I read you, I still lost, and I will give you over 4,000 monies. Still no calls from Mother today. Very curious. All right, now I just need to go around and figure out exactly which teleport tile brings us to Sabrina, because I know that we've taken care of everyone here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so it's the top left corner. Okay, so let's be absolutely clear on which one it is. So to get to Sabrina, you need to get to the top left corner and then go to the bottom left option in the top left corner. Just so we're perfectly clear. Now, I do need to take a second to heal just a bit. All right, we're as restored as we are going to get. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this in one take. I obviously would prefer to be able to do it, but this one's going to be a little rough. If you thought that I was still like somewhat over-leveled for Lieutenant Surge, which I really do not believe I was at all, then get ready, because Sabrina is tough. She's got really, really powerful Pokemon, but it's also balanced by the number that she has. It'll make sense in a second. So let's do this, Sabrina. I knew you were coming. 3 years ago, I had a vision of your arrival. You're after my badge. I don't enjoy battling, but it's my duty as a gym leader to confer badges on anyone who has proven him or herself worthy. Since you wish it, I will show you my psychic powers. Let's go with the epic music! God, I love this music so much, guys. You have no idea. We're challenged by Leader Sabrina in her epic pose. She's sending out Espeon, level 53, synchronized for the ability with the moves Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Psychic, and Skill Swap. Her main gimmick for this specific fight is she wants to use Skill Swap to swap her abilities with yours. Not sure what that is, but that doesn't mean that she isn't a potent threat regardless of what you choose to do. I'm going to use U-Turn and get Saris out of there, because while Saris can use U-Turn to do super effective damage, I'm not confident that she's going to be able to knock out any Psychic-type Pokemon with U-Turn, and I would rather have a better Pokemon as my option. So I think, all things considered, I'm going to assume that she's going to use Psychic, so... let's bring in Raido for this. Raido does have Signal Beam, so he does have a decent option to use against Psychic-type Pokemon. But as expected, they did go for Psychic because they figured that I was going to use, Cry. That's not good. All right, let's, this is actually really bad, just thinking about it. We're actually not in the best position here. We can definitely go for Shadow Ball. The only thing is I'm pretty confident that her Espeon also has Shadow Ball and will probably knock out Aki in one shot. Come on. Show her who the better Espeon is. You got this. Okay. That's only the first one, and we've already taken quite a bit of damage. So next up, she's going to be sending in Alakazam, another very potent threat. So I'm going to switch Akita back out and get the U-turn strategy going, because I do need to take advantage of our situation here. So, Alakazam, her strongest Pokemon, level 55, Inner Focus for the ability. Pretty sure it's holding a Citrus Berry. With the move Psychic, Skill Swap, Reflect, and Energy Ball. Again, very, very powerful Pokemon. Oh my god, it's faster! That's not good. Oh boy, this is rough. Let's go to Blazer. I do have other options here, but this is really bad. Right there, it's used Reflect to minimize its physical damage. I'm not sure if Earthquake is going to be powerful enough, because while Blazer is, decent in its offensive potential, its special offensive potential is better, and yeah, that didn't do anything. This is not good, actually. I'm going to revive Raido. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling that's going to be helpful. Okay, it's gonna go faster no matter what I do, so I'm going to fully restore Raido, and then we're going to focus on something else we can do instead. Because, yeah, this is gonna be rough. I do have a plan. I'm not just blindly throwing out random options. Okay, so that clearly did not work. Alakazam, like I said, potent threat to be sure. This is definitely Paris Song territory to be sure. But Mizumori needs to survive! I am confident Mizumori can do this. It can take one Energy Ball. There we go. As long as she doesn't swap, we should be all right. We just need to hold out. I'm gonna operate under the assumption that she's either gonna switch out or just attack again. So I'm gonna fully restore Mizumori and stall things out a little bit. Yep, it's just going for another Energy Ball. All right. If only could withstand more than one, I would definitely switch it out. Might as well switch in Raido, because Raido can at the very least take an Energy Ball, I would imagine. So anyway, I should probably concentrate on what I can do in the meantime. So weirdly enough, Sabrina is a character that does not have a consistent portrayal when it comes to her hair color, weirdly enough. Yes, in most cases, it's usually like grayish blue, but there have been other depictions of her having green hair, purple hair, and black hair, though the latter could simply be, God bless! She did switch out. Okay, let's concentrate on what we can do for now. So, Mr. Mime, now that she switched that out. Mr. Mime, level 53, filter for the ability with the moves Mimic, Light Screen, Psychic, and Skill Swap. I am going to go ahead and use Thunder Wave to at least try to get it paralyzed so it doesn't create as much of a problem. So anyway, back to Sabrina's hair. So personally, my favorite will always be the design from the anime. She was a scary woman in that show, and like it cannot be overstated just how terrifying Sabrina genuinely was in the anime. Like she's so great. It used Mimic. Now it learned a Rite of Signal Beam. That actually is a bit of a problem, but I'm still going to go ahead and concentrate on Signal Beam for now. So, more to know about Sabrina. It's not made clear, but she's actually one of the only gym leaders in the anime to outright receive a Pokemon from one of the main characters. Yeah, if you were wondering, like, whatever happened to Ash's Haunter, like, why didn't Haunter go with Ash? It's because Haunter chose to stay with Sabrina. And so it's very weird. There are cases of gym leaders, like in the anime, getting other Pokemon from the main cast. The most notable one off the top of my head is Gardenia taking James's Cacnea. But never anything like this. And it's very bizarre that it happened, especially with the main character of all things. Now, as we discussed earlier, Sabrina and Koga actually interchange using Venomoth on their team. Since in this game, Koga uses Venomoth in his fight, Sabrina does not. But in Fire Red and Leaf Green, it was the other way around. Sabrina did have a Venomoth on her team, but Koga did not. Again, I'm really not clear as to why that is exactly. And I'm also less clear on why I'm trying to forestall the inevitable with Rhino, but I just don't want it to go down. I'm just gonna let it Paris, actually. I'm gonna take it a different approach, and I think getting it just low enough probably be best. Yep, as I thought. She's using a full restore, so now I need to... Oh, we got Mr. Mime confused. Okay, this is gonna actually seriously matter. I really need it to hit itself right now. Yes! Now I can Thunder Wave it again. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Thunderbolt. Come on, Parafusion, kick in. Yes, this is the combination you want. We're getting Sabrina to use up all of her full restores. Even though it is a bit of a problem that she's restoring Mr. Mime's HP all the time, it is nice that Confusion is getting off this many times. And finishes off Rhino with Signal Beam. All right. I tried. All right, I'm going to bank on Hogan because Hogan's going to be our best shot at this. So, Shadow Claw, please let Hogan survive one Psychic. Oh! Hogan! Hogan, you are a god! Oh my god, it will survive a 1 HP! You are insane! All right, Alakazam's next. All right, we have one shot at this, but we need to stall hard. Alakazam is totally locked in by itself now. Sabrina cannot switch out anymore. So, what will happen after this? I already know. I think we all know what needs to happen here. So it's going to go for Energy Ball. As long as this doesn't land a critical hit, we'll be fine. All right, Paris Song has triggered. So now we just need to stall. We just need to stall out for just 3 more turns. I'll even use a revive. I don't care if this is a cowardly strategy. Her Pokemon are exceedingly high level at the moment, and I need to stall it out. This is why I get Paris Song around. So while we are waiting for the inevitable to take place and my Pokemon are falling to their knees in absolute death, there is one thing I do need to bring up. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, like Koga and Lieutenant Surge, well, actually, no, just like Koga, frankly, Sabrina was one of the heads of Team Rocket and served directly under Giovanni until Red took Team Rocket down. All right. Hang in there. One more. Blazer, just take 1 Psychic and we're good. And like that, his Paris count has fallen to 0. And we survived. Alakazam has fainted. And Blazer has leveled up to level 48. I get it. Do you? I certainly don't. We did not deserve that win at all, but I will take it. Your power, it far exceeds what I foresaw. Maybe it is impossible to fully predict what the future holds. Okay, you win. You earned yourself the Marsh Badge. We received the Marsh Badge. Put it on screen, Editor Irvin. Let's go. I failed to accurately predict your power. That means that your power is beyond my psychic ability. You deserve this. Please take this TM too. We got TM 48. So although we didn't really see her use this, because my Pokemon were so weak to her psychic attacks, it contains Skill Swap. It swaps abilities between the user and the target. You will become a celebrated and beloved champion. I'm already a celebrated and beloved champion, or at least I hope you guys think I am. Akira is dizzy. Understandable. So if you go to that specific red tile, that will take you right to the front, but it's a one-way trip. So once you get there, that's all there is to it. But that's it. That's the whole fight. So before we end things off, let's just go over again exactly what Skill Swap does here. Skill Swap. The user employs its psychic power to exchange abilities with the foe. So basically just, as the name implies, just swaps your ability with your opponent's ability, and in certain situations, it can be useful. If you have a Pokemon with the ability Truant or some other detrimental ability, this can be very helpful, but otherwise, it's very situationally useful, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for single player. Multiplayer definitely has a place for it, but not for our purposes here. So yeah, that's going to do it for this specific episode. We have gone into the Saffron Gym, we defeated all the trainers there, and defeated Sabrina. I know it wasn't the cleanest win in the world, but I'll take it either way. I still feel as though I've earned it, relatively speaking. So next time on Pokemon HeartGold, now that we have the Marsh Badge in our possession, we are going to go east of Saffron City and see what else there is to do. Because, again, there's more of the Kanto region that we need to explore. See you guys then.